Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhondial. It's good to see you. First of all, let's take a moment and first send up a prayer of thanks that our parliament is working and our MPs are doing what people of this country actually elect them to do. What we saw today in Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, was the compromise formula at work, and work it did. The opposition today has participated in the Vande Mataram debate in exchange for the government agreeing for a debate on electoral reforms tomorrow. Leading the charge, ladies and gentlemen, from the Treasury benches today was the Prime Minister, who accused Pandit Nehru of committing a historic sin when he decided to do, quote-unquote, tukde tukde of the national song to appease Jinnah. The Prime Minister called this a great betrayal. On the other end, no, it was not leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, but his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. She took on the Prime Minister and accused him of being absolutely obsessed with Pandit Nehru. She then went on to advise the government to compile a list of Nehru's blunders and debate it in Parliament once and for all. Take a look at some of the sharpest moments from today's debate.
मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ने लखनऊ से 15 अक्टूबर 1937 को वंदे मातरम के विरुद्ध का नारा बुलंद किया। बजाय कि नेहरू जी मुस्लिम लीग के आधारहीन बयानों को तगड़ा जवाब देते, करारा जवाब देते, मुस्लिम लीग के बयानों की निंदा करते, लेकिन उल्टा हुआ। देश का दुर्भाग्य कि 26 अक्टूबर को कांग्रेस ने वंदे मातरम पर समझौता कर लिया। इतिहास इस बात का गवाह है कि कांग्रेस ने मुस्लिम लीग के सामने घुटने टेक दिए, वंदे मातरम के टुकड़े कर दिए। उस फैसले के पीछे नकाब ये पहना गया, चोला ये पहना गया। ये तो सामाजिक सद्भाव का काम है।
आज इस चर्चा को प्रधानमंत्री जी ने शुरू किया। उन्होंने भाषण दिया और इसको कहने में कोई झिझक नहीं है कि भाषण अच्छा देते हैं, थोड़ा सा लंबा, लेकिन भाषण अच्छा देते हैं। सिर्फ एक कमजोरी है, अगर आप इजाजत दें तो मैं बोलूं। एक कमजोरी है, हाँ उसी पे बोल रहे हैं।
वंदे मातरम पे बोलो आप।
अब सर मैंने तारीफ कर ली।
आज विषय वंदे मातरम का है तो हम वंदे मातरम पर ही रखें, ठीक रहेगा।
सर ये वंदे मातरम पे ही है।
सर आपने प्रधानमंत्री जी को सुना था, अब तो शुरू नहीं हुए।
सर भाषण बहुत अच्छा देते हैं, लेकिन तथ्यों के मामले में कमजोर पड़ जाते हैं। इसमें भी एक कला होती है कि तथ्यों को किस तरह से जनता के सामने रखा जाए। मैं तो नहीं हूं, जनता की प्रतिनिधि हूं, कलाकार तो नहीं हूं। आपने बहस मांगी है, आपने बहस मांगी है। आप तो इलेक्टोरल रिफॉर्म्स की बहस नहीं मांग रहे थे कि जब तक हम इस पर बहस नहीं करेंगे तब तक उस पर बहस नहीं होगी। इसकी वजह क्या है? इसकी वजह क्या है? हम आज यहाँ ये बहस क्यों कर रहे हैं? हमारा राष्ट्रगीत है, इस पर क्या बहस हो सकती है? हम ये बहस यहाँ आज दो वजहों से कर रहे हैं। पहला कि बंगाल का चुनाव आ रहा है, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री अपनी भूमिका निभाना चाहते हैं उसमें। आपका मकसद है कि हम फिर से उसी अतीत में मंडराते रहें, उसी की तरफ हम देखते रहें जो हो चुका है, जो बीत चुका है।
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as India celebrates 150 years of Vande Mataram, it finds itself in the middle of a polarizing political debate. The Prime Minister and the BJP quote from a letter that was written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Subhash Chandra Bose on October 20th, 1937. This is where Pandit Nehru says, and I quote, I have read the background of Vande Mataram, and I believe this background may indeed irritate Muslims. Just for context, what is this background he is talking about? The background is the book Anand Mat, the book in which Vande Mataram first appears. The book's main villains were Muslims. The Congress, on the other hand, has accused the Prime Minister of selective reading and quoting the same letter where Nehru also said, the so-called objection against the remaining stanzas of Vande Mataram was to a large extent manufactured by the communalists. This is the part that Priyanka Gandhi read on the floor of the House today to counter the Prime Minister. And so the debate continues. Tomorrow, it will be debated in the Rajya Sabha. The opposition has asked, why are we even debating the national song, given that everyone in India loves and respects it? Aren't there more pressing people's issues that need attention, like the Indoco crisis, like pollution, like Berozgari? The opposition is asking, are these diversionary tactics by the government to invoke past hurts and avoid present pains? On the other side is another important question. The BJP says the Congress wanted to make the national song more inclusive. But 150 years down the line, its own allies, like the Samajwadi Party and some in the AIMIM, are supporting the idea that Muslims cannot sing Vande Mataram. Shazia Ilmi, national spokesperson of the BJP, thank you very much. Anurag Naidu is a political analyst joining us on the broadcast. Hi, good evening. Wing Commander Anuma Acharya is spokesperson of the Congress Party joining us on the broadcast. And Kapish Srivastava, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, joining us on the broadcast as well. Ladies and gentlemen, good to see you. Thank you very much. Can I ask you, Anumaji, why the Congress is calling today's debate on Vande Mataram a diversionary tactic? The fact is that we are celebrating 150 years of the national song. So what if it's debated in Parliament?
Do we really need to debate it? Priyanka Gandhi's response to Prime Minister Modi was, so clear. She said, Vande Mataram is in everybody's soul. We Indians grew up with Vande Mataram. Our freedom fighters have done their fight and they have been singing Vande Mataram all through, whereas BJP and their parent organization were against Vande Mataram and Tiranga, everything. So why are we debating this? Is there anything to debate? This is our national song. And where is the idea coming from? Why can't we discuss whatever we are being elected for? That is today's issues. Because Vande Mataram is undebatable. We have been singing the Rashtriya Geet as in every Congress gathering. Even now, today, we sing whenever flag is hoisted. We always do it. And Vande Mataram is undebatable. So
okay, Shazia Ilmi, what is there to debate? The Congress is saying there is no debate around Vande Mataram. We love it, we respect it, we sing it.
Good evening, namaskar and adab to everybody. Vande Mataram is not just a song. We all know it is a soul of Bharat and the symbol of India's liberation. So if on the 150th centenary of this beautiful song having been composed, if we want to discuss it in the parliament and pay tribute to it, what is the harm exactly? I don't know. And also what is wrong in talking about what has been the role of Jawaharlal Nehru? Because we all know that whether it's a Hindu code bill or it is Vande Mataram, he did cave in to minority appeasement, and the fear of Muslims getting provoked and irritated prevailed upon his mind, and he did write a letter at that point of time and asked for this to be to some parts to be expunged or removed. So what's the harm in discussing that? After all, this is a 150th anniversary of the same. And I just want to begin by saying that, when the debate began and when the Prime Minister was addressing it, for the longest period, neither Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi was seen. And so it is really, really sad. And, also another question, if it's undebatable, there is no dispute, then why is the Congress MP, Imran Masood, saying no to chanting
Absolutely.
it?
Good point. Go ahead, Anumaji. Today also, Congress MP Imran Masood, not just Congress MP Imran Masood, there are people within your alliance who are coming out and saying we cannot sing the Vande Mataram. For us, Allah is the only God. We cannot sing anything that has any other deity mentioned in it. So the point is, Imran Masood is telling us every day, people like Imran Masood are telling us every day why Vande Mataram becomes debatable.
The idea of Madare Vatan, that is Vande Mataram, comes from a Muslim only. That is one point. Secondly, 90% of the BJP people, spokesperson, including Shazia Ilmi, I challenge, I can sing the whole of the Vande Mataram. Can she sing the second stanza? She cannot do that. So the problem here is they are only trying to, and the last two paras,
Vande Mataram is something to sing at
wherein
every
it comes,
BJP
it
meeting.
is a
By the way,
it is a worship of Ma Durga. It is not I mean, it's a religious one. Everybody knows. All that. Can I ask her to just recite the second para? I can go on.
No, I can recite it. And you know something, every BJP. No, you are not. You have to answer the question. What you do about Imran Masood?
Bahubali Dharini, Napoli Dharini,
Don't change the topic.
Mataram,
Don't
Vande
change the
Mataram. You
topic
cannot do
because
that.
every BJP
So
meeting
these
and I've
people,
been vice
90%
president
of the
Delhi
BJP
State and
people
national
do not
spokesperson
know
for a
how
long
to
time.
sing.
So I will
Vande
not.
The point is, 1 minute, Anumaji, okay. Anumaji, I see the point you're making. I see the point you're making. I see the point you're making. Now, there are two things. Shazia Ilmi said, what's the problem? The fact is that we are celebrating 150 years. This debate is a tribute. Was the debate a tribute or an occasion for the BJP and the Prime Minister to target Pandit Nehru and the fact that, you know, he's the one who ultimately decided that the full song will not be sung as the national song, only the first two stanzas will be. So that is one question. But Anumaji, when you say, why is it even debatable? It is debatable, as I said, because not just people like Imran Masood within your own party, even people in the Samajwadi Party. Kapish ji, you are joining us. Namaskar. बार बार तो आपके लोग आके बोलते हैं ना कि हम वंदे मातरम नहीं गा सकते, हमारे धर्म के खिलाफ है, हम नहीं गा सकते. अगर उस अपीजमेंट को जो आज से इतने पहले हुआ था, 150 साल पहले जो अपीजमेंट हुआ था, अगर उसके बावजूद बीजेपी कह रही है कि हमारे पास ये स्थिति है कि लोग कह रहे हैं हम वंदे मातरम नहीं गाएंगे, तो उस अपीजमेंट का फायदा क्या हुआ? आपकी पार्टी भी तो बोलती है कि मुसलमान नहीं गा सकते वंदे मातरम. तो बात डिबेट तो होगी ना.
जी, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको ये कहना चाहूंगा कि चलिए वो लोग डिबेट करना चाह रहे हैं वंदे मातरम पर जिन्होंने कभी वंदे मातरम और हमारे राष्ट्रीय गान और गीत दोनों का विरोध किया था, अधिनायकवादी कहा था रविंद्र जी को. और सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि ये वही लोग हैं जो आज मोहब्बत दिखा रहे हैं जिन्होंने नाखून तक नहीं कटाया स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में. और ये स्वतंत्रता संग्राम सेनानियों का मुख्य गीत रहा है. इसी को जोश भर करके हम अंग्रेजों से लड़ते रहे. और एक बात मैं इन पे कहना चाहता हूं कि जिसने ना की कभी मुल्क से वफा, सितमगर वफादार हो गया, और जिसने दी शहादत मोहब्बत, वो इस देश का गद्दार हो गया. और ये साबित कर रहे हैं, ये वो लोग साबित कर रहे हैं जिन्होंने 55 साल तक अपने कार्यालय पे तिरंगा झंडा नहीं लगाया.
ठीक है कपिल जी,
गीत नहीं गाया.
बट देन हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन अबू आजमी? हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन आजम खान? उनके कोट्स में पढ़ के सुनाऊं? You cannot make someone recite something forcefully. Someone who believes only in Allah and does not even worship his own mother cannot worship the earth and the sun according to Islam. A religious Muslim cannot worship anyone else. Azam Khan saying the same thing. You cannot force me to sing the Vande Mataram. बताइए, आप ही के पार्टी के लोग हैं.
मैं बहुत श्रेया जी, मैं बहुत, हमारी पार्टी की बात नहीं, मुसलमान इस देश के लोग हैं, इस राष्ट्र के लोग हैं. वंदे मातरम तो सभी के दिल के अंदर है. जो भी व्यक्ति नैतिक और विधिक काम इस देश
आपने मौलाना आजाद का नाम सुना है?
इसको कहने की आवश्यकता नहीं है.
अहमद किदवाई का नाम सुना है?
ये कह रहा हूँ कि डिबेट उनसे किया जाए.
नहीं,
तो इसी का विरोध करते थे. आप खैरख्वाह बने बैठे केवल इसलिए इनका वंदे मातरम से कोई मतलब नहीं है. इनका वंदे विवाद से करवा देने से मतलब है.
अच्छा, तो आप कह रहे हैं कि आपका कहना है ये सिर्फ विवाद पैदा करना चाहते हैं, इनके पास और कुछ काम नहीं है। आज की जो मुद्दे हैं उन पे बात नहीं करना चाहते हैं, इसलिए ये 150 साल पुरानी बात कर रहे हैं। कपिल जी, ये दिस इज योर आर्ग्यूमेंट essentially? Anurag, will you come in? That is the argument that the opposition has been making, that this is diversionary, that Prime Minister Modi is obsessed with Nehru, and if he's so obsessed with Nehru, this is something that Priyanka Vadra has said on the floor of the House, why doesn't the government compile a list of all of Nehru's blunders and then have a debate in Parliament once and for all? Khatam karo. That's not a bad idea. Why doesn't the government do it?
Yeah, I think Shreya, but just by saying this, she has made it clear who is so obsessed with Nehru. Of course, the time will also come when the country will debate the contributions of all the leaders, with all due respect. But Shreya, what I fail to understand, what exactly is Vande Mataram as a song? It is just celebrating India's, motherland, rivers, soil. It is celebrating our culture. Where does the angle of religion comes from? And why do you always have to push things to the religion? I really don't understand. And then you say that we don't want to bring in religion, but you are the only one who is peddling the narrative of a religion. And just imagine, Shreya, we have this 150th year, and we have all the representatives in the parliament who are essentially the representatives of 150 billion Indians, including Muslims, Hindus, Christians, all the communities. And when the parliament is all together, it is a great opportunity where the Prime Minister himself is leading a discussion, and it is a tribute. Why do you want to call it a debate? It is a tribute to the sacrifice that the freedom fighters have made. It is a tribute to the great lives that has been lost.
But that wasn't the only thing the debate was about, na, Anurag? That wasn't the only thing. That wasn't the only thing that was spoken about. A large chunk of the speech was also about the blunders, so-called blunders that Pandit Nehru made. Right?
Yeah, but Shreya, see, it can be two ways to look at it. If you want to weigh it very from a selective lens, you can of course talk about it was a blunder. It is the Prime Minister's call, and he has expressed what he feels. It is the leaders who have expressed. It is for the people to now. If a Prime Minister is being elected continuously for 15 years, and you know where the country is believing, what country is believing in, and I think you have to also understand the books of history are written by one particular set of people or one particular representation that has been leading the country for 40, 50 years. So who has to tell the other side of the story? I'm not saying which is true or it's false, but I'm only saying that there are two sides. They're putting their views, they're putting the facts out. It is for the people to believe. If people don't want to believe him, people will show the way to the Prime Minister and the party in ruling.
Wing Commander Anuma Acharya, essentially then what Anurag Naidu was trying to say is that Rahul Gandhi should have shown some respect to Vande Mataram and the Prime Minister. He should have showed up when the Prime Minister was making his opening remarks. The fact is, he is the leader of opposition. This is an important debate. Why was he not there, ma'am?
See, the thing is, Prime Minister's aim was not to give tribute to the song, the national song. His basic idea was to come back to the same thing, alleging Pandit Nehru, alleging the previous governance. Now, Anurag is talking about the history was written by those who had stopped the others to write the history. They were also present, but they were not a part of freedom struggle. They were not doing a thing for the country, its independence. Therefore, they have not written. They shied away from writing whatever they were to write. But therefore, now today, when Prime Minister wants to actually insult Rabindranath Tagore ji, who actually Rabindranath Tagore ji, Pandit Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose, all three came to a consensus that 2 stanzas of the song will be sung. So where is the doubt to anyone? And basically this debate was not for any fruitful, outcome. Everybody knows. The country wants to know a lot of other things in which votes are being stolen. The mandate has been stolen. But Prime Minister wanted to bring up this issue just to communalize the things, just to bring some kind of allegations on Pandit Nehru. So nobody had stopped anyone from writing at that time. But since you were not doing right things at the time, when our independence...
The charge is that essentially what the Prime Minister and the BJP are trying to do is communalize Vande Mataram. That is the only aim, nothing else.
So, of course, they have no answers, and that's where they're trying to distract. The fact of the matter is, whether it's S.T. Hassan or Azam Khan or Waris Pathan and many, like Imran Masood, who just said today itself that they will not sing it. It is the same old policy of minority appeasement. And that's exactly what Nehru did. This is exactly what they're doing now. And even on the 150th centenary, they do not think it's worthy to be sung and talked about and to be paid tribute to. I just want to tell you that there was an order from Deoband, a fatwa, and also from Nadwa and from Lucknow, that this should not be sung and this is anti-Islam. There actually have been citations and quotes by various leaders, unfortunately, saying it's anti-India. And you mentioned Abu Azmi, that's correct. He said the same thing. But I want to know that they do believe in Mahatma Gandhi, don't they? Maulana Azad, Rafi Ahmad Kidwai, they were very serious proponents of unity and secularism as they know it. Why would they not pay heed to that?
Look,
I mean, is
Shazia,
Maulana Azad any less Muslim than anyone
the
else?
fact is, when the decision was taken to just choose 2 stanzas, it wasn't just Pandit Nehru. It was Pandit Nehru, it was Mahatma Gandhi, it was Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, it was Sardar Patel, it was also Ambedkar, and of course Subhash Chandra Bose and Tagore. So this was a collective decision according to the Congress. Then why is it that you just keep coming back to attack one person? The argument, of course, from the Congress side is you don't want to debate pollution, you don't want to debate indigo, you don't want to debate Berozgari or electoral reforms, which is why you want Vande Mataram.
Of course, in the order of business, as you see, all of those will be discussed. But today the conversation was that. Tomorrow it is on SIR. Day after will be on that, because you have to, this is the order of business and this is how you make proposals. But today it was primarily on that. And there was a discussion on indigo. There was a discussion on indigo, which will be taken up very seriously.
कपिल जी जवाब दीजिए, डाइवर्जनरी कैसे? आप लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये मुद्दा भटकाते हैं बीजेपी वाले कि 150 साल पहले जो चीज हो गई उसके बारे में अब बात करने की क्या जरूरत है, राइट? तो ठीक है, वो समझ आता है, लेकिन हर चीज आप डाइवर्जनरी से तो नहीं, आप ये बोल के कि डाइवर्जनरी है आप उसको नहीं खिसका सकते। ऐसा तो है नहीं कि इलेक्टोरल रिफॉर्म्स के बारे में बात नहीं होगी, कल हो रही है उस पर डिस्कशन।
देखिए, वंदे मातरम क्या है? वंदे मातरम ये है, इस देश का नाम कैसे ऊंचा किया जाए, और सभी लग जाए इसके पीछे। क्योंकि अगर इसमें आप नीचे की तरफ आएंगी तो दुर्गा जी की भी स्तुति है, शक्ति की भी स्तुति है,
बिल्कुल है,
मां की भी स्तुति है,
बिल्कुल है।
तो मैं तो एक बात ये कह रहा हूं, मैं एक बात कह रहा हूं कि जो हम आप मिल करके इस देश के नाम आगे कर रहे हैं, मां भारती का गौरव बन रहे हैं या मां भारती के लिए गौरव स्थापित कर रहे हैं, वो वंदे मातरम कर रहे हैं।
नहीं तो फिर अबू आजमी क्या कर रहे हैं? इमरान मसूद क्या कर रहे हैं? इमरान मसूद क्या कर रहे हैं? अबू आजमी क्या कर रहे हैं? आजम खान क्या कर रहे हैं? फिर
संवैधानिक काम कर रहे हैं, विधिक काम कर रहे हैं, नैतिक काम कर रहे हैं। हाँ। और मैं सबसे बड़ी बात ये पूछ रहा हूं कि बृजभूषण सिंह क्या कर रहे हैं, स्वामी चिन्मयानंद क्या कर रहे हैं, और बताइए धाकड़ साहब क्या कर रहे हैं, मनोहर सिंह धाकड़ क्या कर रहे हैं? तो ये पूछा नहीं जा सकता। सबसे पहले तो मैं एक चीज ये पूछना चाहता हूं कि अटल बिहारी जी ने क्या किया था? जब झंडा जो उन्होंने फहराया था उस पर गिरफ्तारियां हुई, लीलाधर वाजपेयी उनके साथ के थे, जब उनके अगेंस्ट उन्होंने गवाही की और उनको उनकी अटल जी की गवाही पे 3 साल की सजा हुई, तो क्या ये वंदे मातरम कर रहे थे अटल जी? अंगुली मार का अगर कोई हृदय परिवर्तन हुआ था,
ठीक है,
तो एक तारीख तो पता है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हृदय परिवर्तन का तारीख बता दीजिए।
ठीक है, अनुराग,
instead of discussing Shreya all of this, why don't we say it together, Shujalam Safalam Malaj Shitalam Shasya Shamalam Matram Vande Matram.
Okay, Anurag Naidu.
Josna Pulkit Yamini. Say it with me, Anupama, and feel happy that we're discussing it.
कम से कम सही का
ध्रुवदन शोभिनी।
आपका नाम मैं साजिया इल्मी नहीं बोल सकती हूँ तो आप सुजलाम नहीं बोल सकती हैं, सुजलाम
बोलिए ना, मेरे साथ बोलिए ना।
अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है। अनुराग नायडू, therefore as I end this debate, आप दोनों अलग से गा लीजिएगा शो के बाद। This has happened a couple of times on my show where one party spokesperson has tried to bait the other party spokesperson to sing Vande Mataram, etc. ये सब हो चुका है। My last question is to Anurag Naidu. Anurag Naidu, why should the BJP make baat ka batangar about whether the leader of the opposition decides to show up when the Prime Minister is speaking or not? Does the Prime Minister extend the same courtesy to him? No.
Shreya, Please don't equate, it is not about Prime Minister, Shreya. Please, if it is about just the Prime Minister making some statement on a policy, anything else is fine. But categorically, when you're talking about Vande Mataram, forget about Prime Minister. It is the respect that you give to the song. It is the respect that you give to the tributes of the freedom fighters. It is the respect you give to the country as a whole. Prime Minister is just representing the country.
He knew that there would be a disrespect of his grandfather, in that entire respect business.
That is an excellent opportunity to counter. That is an excellent opportunity to stand for a leader of opposition to show
Correct.
up.
I agree with you.
You're wrong.
I agree with you. Therefore, Anuma ji, while, Priyanka Gandhi made an excellent speech today, and I'm sure Shazia Ilmi and Anurag Naidu both will agree with me. Excellent, factual speech with flair, measured, not looking angry. She made a very good speech today. It was compelling television. But the point is that should Rahul Gandhi, as leader of opposition in the House, have made that speech instead?
See, the point here is Prime Minister was neither talking about Vande Mataram nor he was wanting to discuss that. He actually wanted to demean the ex-Prime Minister of India, which was Pandit Nehru.
Then you should have said no to the debate.
That was the basic crux of the thing. And therefore, if Prime Minister doesn't know how to respect the previous Prime Ministers, then he doesn't deserve the respect.
Okay.
It is not about the song. It is about Prime Minister Modi's ego. And therefore, whatever Rahul Gandhi ji has done, I don't think this was anywhere disrespect to the song. It was exactly tit for tat to the Prime Minister Modi.
Okay, we've spoken about a lot of things because a lot of things did get spoken in Parliament during the debate. So I hope we have covered enough ground. I'm going to leave it there for the moment. This debate, of course, will continue on prime time as well at the top of 8 and the top of 9. Thank you very much, Wing Commander Anuma. Good to have you on the show. Anurag, thank you. Shazia, good to have you on the show. And last but not the least, Kapish ji, thank you. Thank you very much. On that note, a break. There's more on the other side. Do stay with us.